What's up, guys? Welcome back. So pretty much, as you guys are seeing, I figured I'd just do a different intro and just continue just going to work on the car. But yeah, I pretty much ended up picking up some iron, angle iron, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and just fabricate my own battery tray box. Hopefully we get enough clearance on the tire, which I think this should be okay, hoping that the rear or the front subframe or the traction bar arms for the caster and everything is where it's supposed to be. If not, it's gonna have to get pushed back. But I think we're okay where we're at right now, because usually this doesn't have one in the front for the EKs. I do want to run my battery here for now. I really wanted to run it up here in the engine bay, but unfortunately the AC lines are not allowing me to. So that's something that's kind of like preventing me. I'm trying to figure out a solution for that. But I think I'm going to try to reach out to DC5 Creations after I make the battery tray box to see if this is actually the V1 or if this is the V2 version. Because what they have on their website, after going back and looking at it, their V2 is totally different than this. So I'm not sure if that's a V3 or if that's a whatever version that is. So I'm going to reach out to them to see if we can get that swapped out. And if we can swap out these lines, in all honesty, guys, I'm going to go ahead and swap out these lines and send them back to him. And then we'll have the updated version, which technically is what I purchased. So let's continue fabricating up this battery tray box on the bottom of the bumper, and hopefully it all works out. Well, guys, bottom is pretty much welded up. Still got two of the corners to do, finishing out that side and then that side. But we got this side down, we got this side down. I'm gonna go ahead and try to weld up the seams also. I already test fitted the battery inside of the battery tray, and it fits perfectly fine. There's enough space for it to move around and get in and get out easily. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue welding this up, finishing it up, letting it cool down, go ahead and grind it, and use a wire wheel to clean up a lot of the slack that's on it, or whatever slack is on it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys after, once I'm done with that section of the battery tray.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds, we put the work in. We got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous. Scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of left, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat.
Alright guys, so pretty much what I did here is I just grinded it down to break the metal to be able to bend it, and then this is fully welded in place now. So I'm probably still going to shave some of it down, kind of like clean it up and everything else. So got to clean up the welds front and back. We're at the bottom tab because we are going to put a bolt to lock in the battery into position, and that way it'll also be bolted on to where the frame is at. So from here what we got to do is pretty much finish welding this section up now, and then I'm gonna go have to drill a hole, tap and drill a hole there so we can put a bolt through it and a nut, and then also make the holes there so that we can get it riv nutted into the frame of the car. There's a little bit of clearance only, so I'm hoping that it's not gonna make be a big issue when we turn, which I don't think we should, in all honesty, because the car is not gonna be lowered at all. And then pretty much as far as travel and everything else, I don't think we should really have an issue, but we'll figure that out once we cross that, and hopefully we don't. And if we do, then I guess I'll just have to rivet nut it and kind of chop off a little bit of the radiator support so that we can push it forward. But like I said, right now I'm just trying to do this done so we can keep some progress going on the car, because this still needed to be done. If not, I would have had to have bought it, and I wouldn't have minded buying it either. But I just really wanted to fabricate my own stuff and see how it would turn out, in all honesty. Alright guys, so pretty much it's all bent now. Now I already went and marked it. These red dots are basically where I'm going to be punching them at, and then putting a rivet nut through it. So I am going to be using I believe it's an M8 instead of an M6 to mount it, just to give it a little bit more structure to it. And then I probably will be adding another one here also, so that we can have more tie-in into it, along which is making it 3. And then from there we'll make it a 4th one, tying it in to the battery, holding it and locking it in place onto the frame. So let's go ahead and drill these out and then put the rivet nuts in. Alright guys, so pretty much now I just threw some coat of primer on it, and then what I'm going to go ahead and do now is actually put some black paint on it, so that way at least it'll blend in when we get that in there. Or not blend in, but at least it'll be covered. I know the primer is sufficient already, but let's just paint it black and get it out of the way. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and let it dry, and then we're going to let it dry, and then we're going to go ahead and mount it back into place, and then put the bumper on and see what we need to do to get it to fit. It's probably going to be some very minimal trimming on it either way, so let's go ahead and let it dry, and then once it's dried, we'll get it mounted. Alright guys, so battery tray is primered and painted, and it's not too shabby the way it came out. For my first one, I'm extremely proud of it, and honestly, it's going to hold and it's going to do what it needs to do, and it's to hold the battery in position under the bumper. So pretty good looking. Unfortunately, this bracket isn't going to work. It looks like I made it a little bit too tight here. So what ends up happening is basically, as you guys can see, number one, the bowl hole doesn't line up, so it needs to be actually further back, and then the angle of the bracket here needs to be tweaked over sideways in order to get it. But once I do tighten that, basically it pushes a lot of pressure up and pulls this up. So I'm going to go ahead and just refabricate this piece here, which isn't a big issue. It's just a little bit of flat stock, and other than that, we are good. But yeah, let's go ahead and test fit the bumper and see what we need to do, guys, to get this to fit. All right, so pretty much all I had to do was chop off this little section here. This section isn't really being used for anything except for probably just structure on the bottom, but we still have the main structure here. And either way, this is just a throw-out bumper that I'm going to throw away because we are going to be running SIR. So now I know I just need to trim that up, make sure it fits, trim that little section a little bit more, but other than that, it fits perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and get this mounted. Alright guys, so pretty much bumper clears. As you guys can see, there is no binding on it, and bracket is really stable. So I just need to fabricate that other bracket to lock it in place. Other than that, we are golden, but not too shabby for my first one. As I stated before, it looks like we got plenty of room between the battery tray and the tire, and I think we should be golden right there. So at the end of the day, I'm extremely happy that we at least got this fabricated, and it's another thing checked off the list, because as I stated before, I was going to go with the billet one from DC5 Creations or even a different one that's out there, but I just didn't want to spend the money. I figured that money I can use it on other stuff that I really need for this car. Maybe it's for the interior, for the engine, who knows. But for something that's just going to sit on the bottom of my bumper, guys, I found it to be really not worth it, in my opinion. So pretty much, guys, that is going to wrap it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this little battery tray making, and just showing you guys that we are going to start fabricating some stuff here. Just really trying to keep motion and keep going on this car, because if I can get out here at least and work on the car every day, at least put some effort into it, I think we can meet our goal still, because we are still a little ways away. But at the end of the day, I'm really just trying to move forward and continue progress, because small progress is still better than no progress at all. So hopefully here in the next couple of videos, guys, we're actually going to be fabricating possibly the charge harness, because I need to get that out of the way and get that ran the way it needs to go also. So that way we can actually drop the engine and take the transmission up to Brandon's WF Shit-Up's house. So hopefully that can happen here in the next couple of videos. But again, guys, with that being said, this is going to be the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed what you guys seen and you guys look forward to future progress of the car and seeing it finished, please subscribe and like these videos. And just thank you guys again for the support, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Till next time, guys.